Hi friends, and welcome back to TT React. So I am back. I had to take a little break off, but this first person, how to improve my straight line. So this person, he reminds me of a lot of the people that I see in this group, a lot of the men in the group. They really like to try to do tricks before they solidify their handstand. So I just say focus on just doing regular handstands rather than doing so many tricks at one time. I mean, you're really busting it wide. And your handstand honestly is almost straight. You just have to focus on engaging your core. That's about it. And yeah, your chest is activated. It's almost straight, but honestly, a handstand doesn't have to be perfect straight. I feel like a lot of people are trying to get it to look good, but they're actually not engaging the muscles that they need to. Even though it looks straight, sometimes you just have to focus on how do you feel when you're performing the handstand. Can you get your correct breathing patterns down while you're doing the handstand? And of course, is this method making you stronger? And honestly, a lot of people in this group are asking and inquiring about getting a perfect straight handstand. And although I do think that's a good goal, I don't think it's imperative to have like a perfect straight handstand. I think that it's more beneficial to ask yourself, am I engaging the correct muscles? How do I feel when I'm doing this handstand? Is it too stressful on my joints? If you're doing a handstand and you can't even breathe, or you feel the blood rushing to your head and it feels like you're going to pass out or, suffer some sort of catastrophic injury, you definitely need to reevaluate how you're doing your handstand. Even if it looks like it's perfectly straight, that doesn't actually mean anything in terms of your form because everyone's body is different. So you have to really practice a lot, put a lot of time into it, and just gauge how you feel. And even if that handstand does not look perfect, like mine doesn't look perfect, but I have the perfect breathing patterns down for my body, have really good breathing patterns down, and I can hold it for over a minute at a time. So it really just depends how your body likes it, and of course, what your goals are. If your goal is hypertrophy and you want to grow your shoulders, or if you want to grow your chest, you're going to do your handstand a little bit differently. If you want to get a six-pack abs, of course, you're going to engage your abs a little bit more by pulling your feet out a little further. And if you want to engage your chest, you're going to put your head up a little bit higher. So it really just depends what your goal is. But a lot of people, I feel like they're more focused on the aesthetic portion. But yes, like I said, this man, he's very close to, he has it straight at the end of this video, but it's not the perfect pin needle that he wants that a lot of other people have. To me, I think it looks fine, but putting your head down a little bit lower will help you get that straight form. And of course, making sure your core is engaged. If you really want it straight, like how these people be doing, point your feet. I don't give a fuck about any of that. But yes, that's how you get a straighter form. Handstand. Now, I reacted to this girl before, and her handstands are improving. It wasn't this good before. Like, when she got to the top before, it looked like she was a little bit more scared. And I see in this video, she still has a little awkward moment at the top of the movement, but it looks like her core is more engaged than what it was in the past. So you are doing very well. Keep doing what you're doing. Chest to wall tips. Okay, so this person, he's doing the classic chest to wall where you're just too close to the wall. I do like this exercise. I'm not going to say I hate the exercise, but definitely give yourself some more distance from the wall and make sure your head is up high enough, like I said, to get those breathing patterns down. And yeah, the toe touching on the wall is not serving him, as you can see, because he can't fully trust himself in that movement. And at the end of that handstand, it looks like he just falls out of it. So it's just not the safest method. So give yourself a little bit more distance. Move your fingers out a little bit further, about 5 to 6 inches, and do this exercise right here, and you should be on the right track. And really just focus on the muscles that you're engaging. I feel like a lot of people, they're just so focused on how the handstands look that they're not actually understanding everything else that comes with it. You have to have the muscle, you have to actually practice balance and not just suspending in the air for 2 seconds at a time. And sure, they say it's a balance exercise, but there are other things that you can do in your day-to-day life that does not include touching your feet on the wall for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, that can help you better get that balance. In my experience personally, I know that doing different exercises like balancing on one foot, doing 1 foot squats, stuff like that, that will actually help you in your handstand and just your overall balance. Because if you can balance one thing, you can balance everything. So just doing this wall work here, I think it could help you, but it's just going to take a lot longer if you don't have other balance workouts worked into your split. So definitely just practice overall balance and get the logistics down of balance in itself. And then you'll learn to appreciate the other aspects of the handstand, such as the strength. It's going to teach you how to breathe. It's going to teach you how to have posterior pelvic tilt so that you have that good form in the handstand. So definitely do that and your handstand will thrive and improve. Help with handstand, please. Okay, so let's see what this person is doing. Oh my word. No, friend. No. First of all, let's stop kicking up from the ground when we don't have the proper muscle control to do so. People always try to argue that, oh, if you start in the air, your risk of going over is much higher. But it just doesn't make sense when you put more than 2 seconds of thought into it. When you're on the ground and you're kicking up, that's half of the movement that you're taking away. So your legs will just go overboard. Yeah, so when you're starting from the air, it's a lot easier to slowly go into the movement. Slowly put your hands on the ground, and then, well, actually first what you're doing, you're engaging your core, then you're putting your hands on the ground slowly, and you're kicking up into that handstand one swift movement. And when you actually gauge what your momentum is, it's a lot easier to consistently get that handstand in a standing position. Whereas if you're just starting out, it's not going to be that easy for you to kick up from the ground and catch it every time. Even if you think you have your methods down, you probably don't know that you're supposed to be engaging your core before you kick up. So it's just a lot of, you're just missing steps. You're just missing steps in your learning when you start off kicking up from the ground, opposed to kicking up in a standing position the way a handstand normally is done. Yeah, definitely try to practice kicking up onto the wall, facing the wall. And yes, bending your knees at a 90-degree angle, because this way of training is not safe. Though it is common for people to just wing it. The way this man ended his video was not safe, and you could see a lot of stuff going on here. So he is kicking up. He goes into an arch, and it's like he tried to engage his core while he was bringing the handstand down. So it's just like there's no flow. It's just flip-floppy all over the area. So yes, definitely try this exercise and make sure that you're doing your warm-ups, and you should be good, my friend. You should be good to go. Alrighty, that is the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and be sure to subscribe and like the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.